Welcome back to Below the Yellow Line. I'm one of your hosts, Chunks.
I'm Big Pete.
And I'm Braxton.
Episode 7. Michigan, boys.
Yeah.
Pretty good race.
It was a great race.
It was.
It's the fastest track we'll go to all year is what they're saying.
It had
Yeah.
the speed.
Ain't that crazy though? Talladega and Daytona, you get the draft, but I guess it's no restrictor plates here, so
Yeah.
you don't get. I mean, you get the draft, but not like pack racing.
Right.
Yeah.
When they said that, I was like, "That's wild."
Running 202 sometimes by yourself.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So Ram, I guess that's the biggest thing in NASCAR. They're coming to Truck Series, and we was talking about this before. I don't understand. Dodge owns Ram, but they keep saying Ram.
Right.
I don't. Why don't you just say Dodge Ram? Or I don't know. Like I don't know. I guess they do call them the Mustangs and the Camaros. They don't say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It don't make sense to me.
We think Cletus is going to be in a truck for Ram?
I hope so. That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Bring more viewers to Truck Series too.
Right.
Because I'd probably watch it then.
Yeah.
I know Clay. I know you watch a lot of them, but I'd probably
Yep.
start watching trucks.
Yeah.
I want to see one live. I know you've seen it live,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like that'd be fun. They didn't race this past year at Talladega though, did they?
No, it was
there's-
ARCA, Xfinity, and
Yeah.
Cup.
Did they just race there in the fall?
I think so. And I couldn't remember that because I thought I was looking forward to actually watching trucks. I like watching it. But, yeah, I guess it's just a fall race.
I guess they just do one, like Cup Series does it twice. I guess they just go to each track once or something.
Probably.
I don't know.
Because they do have a shorter season, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Some more news in NASCAR. NASCAR wins the appeal against 2311 in Front Row Motorsports. Screws them out of millions. We'll see if they appeal the appeal. I don't know.
Can you do that?
They're probably going to try it, or they're going
to try something.
to try to work out a deal where they can become a charter
Yeah.
again. They're going because I don't know everything about it. I really ain't kept up with it, but I know that was pretty big this week.
I wonder what that would do. What kind of situation does that put Reddick and Bubba in, and Riley Herbst? I mean, Riley Herbst, he's lucky to be in a car, but Reddick and Bubba, Reddick probably been the guy that's got more of a chance.
Yeah.
Well, how does he feel? I wonder how he feels.
Probably nervous.
Yeah, I think the only people to worry about it would be Herbst, and then probably like the bottom of Front Row,
Yeah.
whoever that driver is. Because Bubba and Reddick, they're going to bring the speed to at least qualify.
Yeah.
Good. Noah Gregson, he's going to bring the speed. And then who's the other one? Was we saying Todd Gillett?
Zane Smith
He's probably the one to worry about. I
Yeah.
know he's ran decent.
at
But-
big tracks.
Yeah, it's probably him and Herbst is the ones probably. I still wouldn't even worry that much because they got money, so
Yeah,
they're gonna
right.
bring cars. And then y'all know how we've been talking about the bumps
Uh-huh.
every week. We haven't heard of them. Well, we all know him. Neil,
O'Neal.
he commented, and it's the tunnels that go into the tracks. I've heard that before. I feel like such an idiot, but I've heard that before, that it's the tunnels that cause the bumps.
But it's weird because I don't know. I never remember it being talked about as much as it has this
No.
year or causing
No.
as big of a problem.
Yep.
Like, that's what's so weird to me.
They're acting like it's never been there. When
Yeah.
apparently it's been there the
whole
whole time.
Yeah, I think the only tracks is what Neil was saying, is it's like Bristol, because you just open the gate and go in there.
Yeah.
It's like the shorter tracks that don't have the tunnels, but I think most of the track, unless it's a short track like Bristol, I think most of the tracks have the tunnel.
Which one was it worse at? Texas?
Yeah, I
That
think
a
that
bad
was the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like y'all said, I really ain't heard about it, but also really didn't. I don't know. My memory's not good to remember last year if they talked about it, but I don't feel like they did.
Not as much.
I don't know.
I mean, they didn't talk about it this week.
Yeah.
No.
So Xfinity didn't race at Michigan, but trucks did.
Hey, I kind of bring something up about trucks.
Yeah.
Hocevar, we're always talking about Hocevar. Got into it with Chastain a little bit on the track.
Really?
Yeah, he bumped into him pretty good, and that was something else talked about. And like you said, you'll bring up here in a little while about Nashville. But another deal at Michigan was being talked about a little bit.
Well, since you brought that up, I was going to skip over it because it's kind of, like you said, it's old news, but it was still a hot topic this past week, like pre-race. They're still talking about Hocevar and Stenhouse. I want to get y'all's take on it because I heard what Blaney had to say about it. He's saying it's Hocevar's fault. Like you're coming in too hot, too early in the race. Understand if it's later in the race and you're racing for a spot, but you're back there in the pack. He's saying somebody's got to get him. But also, this is not going to... People ain't going to take this very well. I'm going to say it, though. I think he's the new Dale Earnhardt. I'm going with it.
I think as far as how aggressive and how much not giving a crap it is, I like it.
He hasn't apologized once.
Yeah,
or if it is, it's a fake apology. Like he just don't care. If you watch that Earnhardt documentary... Oh, Lord. The Earnhardt documentary on Prime, man, that's exactly how he raced, like his rookie days and all that. I'm going with it. I think Hocevar is not going to be as dominant as he was because it's hard to be that dominant nowadays with how everything is. But I think he's going to be as aggressive as Earnhardt was.
I feel like everything in the Cup Series has fallen like under the blanket of like NASCAR etiquette. Like if you do this, and shame on you, and somebody's going to be pissed off at you. He's one of them that's going to like cause a ruckus. I mean, if everybody does the same crap, it's going to be a bland race the whole time. We need somebody to stir the pot. I mean,
I seen something on Facebook. I seen something on Facebook. It said everybody's saying NASCAR died when Earnhardt died.
Yeah.
And then you got somebody like Hocevar coming in here, shaking it up like Earnhardt did, and everybody's going to complain about it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
I think that's a saying. I don't know.
I think it is. Sounds good.
I made it up if it ain't. It's copyrighted.
Trademark.
Yeah, trademark, not copyright. Damn, I don't know what's going on with me today.
We're going to take a break real quick.
I want to do something. But going back to trucks, Stewart, how do you pronounce that last name?
Freezing.
Never. Oh, I might have heard of him just because of the Heat games.
Yeah.
He won in an overtime finish. I think you were saying he...
Super lucky.
Yeah.
I think he came... It was either second on the front row or he split the difference on the second row for the final lap, but major freaking wreck there at the end, and it was just right place, right time.
So I heard before the Cup race, LaJoy, he's on the Prime team or whatever. He was up there in contention, was he not?
Yeah, he did good.
Who was all in contention? Was it him and that Friesen or whatever?
Don't get me lying to you.
Was Hocevar in contention or?
Hocevar was, but I want to say Hocevar, he might have gotten into a wreck.
Okay.
But I know it was at least like a 12 to 15 truck wreck, I'm pretty sure.
And then I think I already said it, Xfinity did not race at Michigan. I wonder why. I wonder if it was just like a packed weekend and they couldn't fit them in, or
I like watching Xfinity.
yeah, it's not terrible, especially after watching it at Talladega, like getting to see it live.
Yeah.
That was just a good race.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hocevar finished 11th.
Okay.
And LaJoy finished 5th. That's a good finish for him.
Yeah.
I like LaJoy.
I do too. I hate he's not in the Cup anymore. I understand. I mean, we've already talked about this before. Y'all know I like LaJoy. But I think he's doing good at commentating. I think he still wants to be behind the wheel.
Yeah.
But if he never does, I think he's got a really good career in commentating.
I think that's more of his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like the new tradition they're doing.
What? Oh, the beers? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Prime. I think they're doing an awesome job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, practice and qualifying. Big topic for me right there is my driver had a flat tire, but he called it early and really didn't hurt him. I think that was in practice. Tyler Reddick and SVG, they had tire issues also in practice. Last week you won a tire fall off. Clay, this week you got tire fall
Yeah,
off.
I see here.
My goodness.
Hey, you know why they said that too? Like this, I don't know why. I guess being as fast as they could go, more grip, said that they were teeter tottering on the edge of like tenth of a pound of being just perfect, and the ones that popped and would shred or whatever, they were just at tenth of a pound
Ain't
too
that
low.
crazy?
Yeah,
Because
that's
people,
awesome how it comes down to that.
when people think and ask, oh, left turn, left turn. No, there's so much math and
Hey,
science
you
and
don't get
everything.
thrown in a car and go.
No, I promise you, if I got in that car, I'd hit the first wall I seen. There's no way I could go around the track. And we haven't brought this up, but Parker, you're going to get to go around the track.
Yeah.
That's going to be. You'll have to film that, or we'll have to go with you and film it, or I don't know
Figure
how it'll
something
work.
out.
But yeah,
Give him a GoPro helmet.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if we got to go and sit in the pits and just video
Cheer
it.
him on.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. And
Drink a couple beers and watch that car go around the
They'd be
track.
like, what are you doing pitting? You still got 2 more laps out there. Come on, Skeeps. Come on, Chunks. Give me 4 and some gas.
usually when you hear a car go by, when you hear a park.
I didn't pay for the insurance just in case I wrecked it.
And then in qualifying, Chase Briscoe, third week in a row,
It's crazy.
wins the pole. I seen a statistic last time that happened with this car was Kyle Larson in
Hmm
2023, winning it 3 times in a row.
I think so.
Yeah, but Kyle Larson did something with it. Chase
Yeah.
Briscoe, man, we'll get
No.
to it, but he ain't doing nothing.
No.
But your top 10 starting the race is Chase Briscoe, then Kyle Busch. What about Kyle Busch?
I'd love to see
Had a
that.
good day.
Yeah. Then Denny Hamlin, we'll get to that. William Byron, he also had a really good day, but
Yeah.
like you said before, just can't finish. Kyle Larson, Chris Buescher, Josh Berry, Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, and Zane Smith. What about Zane Smith?
Big tracks always has speed, I think. What do you think?
I wasn't expecting it. I mean, that's one of them guys you just. I'm
On
not throwing
DraftKings.
his name out every
Yeah.
week.
At DraftKings, you just if I got enough, if I need to spend like if I only have 50,
3,000.
yeah, if I gotta
5,500.
I gotta throw somebody in there. That's who I'm gonna throw in. But our drivers, Blaney qualified 13 and Elliott qualified 17.
Yeah.
Rough day for Blaney.
Yeah.
Had a good car, but this one I will say is the only one that is somewhat his fault. It wasn't
Yeah.
somebody else's mess. So really can't blame anybody this week for that. It was when he did it. He said, "No, I messed up." He said, "I tore it to pieces."
Did he hit? Did he hit the wall and
He got-
caused the tire, or did the tire make him hit the wall?
I thought it was a flat and he hit the wall, but listening to Eric Estep
Yeah.
on YouTube, he said he got loose, hit the wall, caused the flat. So I don't know.
He was riding pretty high.
He was in 11th or 12th when that happened.
Yeah.
He was doing good.
I was glad to see him come back, though. I thought it was going to be another
Yeah.
DNF.
Every because I had my sister's wedding thing yesterday, so after that happened, I had to leave, so I really didn't get to see. But every time I check, it'd say he's on pit road or something, or getting a free pass. So I knew he
I
was
will
laps
say
down.
that team did good on getting his car back out there. I think the most I seen him laps down was 4, maybe 5.
He was
Yeah.
5
You
at
see
one
other
point,
cars
yeah.
like that are down 20, 30
I'm
laps.
surprised they didn't have to go to the garage to
Right.
fix
Me
it.
too.
They,
That was awesome.
It makes me happy though to see his pit crew actually doing good this year because
Yeah.
he hasn't had one.
No.
But we'll get.
That's,
What was you gonna say?
we'll get into it in stage 1.
All right. So yeah, the cup race. I do want to ask you, Clay. Did you listen to Chase's scanner?
Yeah.
Did you listen to it from like the jump?
Yeah.
Did you have any trouble out of it?
It was staticky.
Okay.
I say static, but it was like cut in, out, in,
Yes.
out, in,
So
out.
I put scanner did not sound good. Was very static until lap 20.
Yeah.
I don't know
why
what
it
that
was.
was, but at lap 20 it just like kicked on and it was very clear.
I was going to text you and ask you and see if yours was doing the same thing, but it was so weird.
I about turned it off. I was like, man, I cannot deal with this.
I
And lap
closed
20.
it.
But I even went to other drivers,
I
clicking
did
on
too.
them.
I
and it
went to
was-
Blaney's and
yeah.
heard the same stuff.
And then the 45 was sent to the rear after changing diffuser skirt. What is
Is that what it was?
Yeah. They said diffuser skirt. I rewinded it and I was like, okay, that's
We're
cool.
learning something new.
But yeah, stage one, talking about the 45, jumped 17 spots within 4 laps.
36 to 19th.
Boy was moving. I literally have it. Dude's moving. Boy was moving. And then I don't know. The 24 passes the 19 for the lead on lap 14. Briscoe held it for 14 laps, and then after that, it was just all day.
That
I don't get.
I don't see you. You have the fastest car, in qualifying. You had the fastest car. How are you not still putting up that speed?
I think they just go for short run speed or something.
That's what I think.
Because I don't know what. I don't know.
He can't. His
It's
car
awful.
is not set up for dirty air whatsoever.
No.
It ain't set up for nowhere.
How do
I mean, it's set up. It's set up for qualifying,
That's
and
it.
after that, and I hate it too because the 19 with Martin Truex Jr. driving it for so long, everybody wants to see that car do good. But if you look at the past 2 or 3 years, Truex didn't win 2 of those 3 years.
No.
So I don't know if it's I don't know what's going on with that car because it's a Gibbs car.
Right.
Denny Hamlin's not having any problems winning.
He's got a great crew chief too, James Small.
Yeah.
That's one of the best out there.
Christopher Bell, he's not having any trouble winning or running top 10. Ty Gibbs will get into it. He's finally hitting his stride. So maybe, I don't know, maybe quit winning the daggum pole and work
Exactly.
and just, I don't know.
I think that's what Dale Earnhardt said something about, or Junior said something about that. I'm pretty sure is to quit focusing to get up there at the front and maybe get a mid-pack qualifying car and just be average. Be
Right.
average and be steady instead of being so good at the start, really crappy at the end. I mean, Chase and Blaney's a pretty good example of that each week.
Right. Then on lap 34, the 99 pit by itself said he had a vibration issue. I think that's when the tires started to go.
Did you see them show that tire?
That big
The
blister
heat,
on
and
it.
it blistered
Dude,
and popped.
It was huge. Was talking about Ty Gibbs though. He qualified 8, dropped to 21st in 30 laps. Didn't look good for him at the start.
I did not see that, but
Yeah.
golly. 17 passes the 24 on lap 36, and then 17 wins stage 1. That's all I got from stage 1. It was kind of,
Basic.
yeah, I mean, I was trying to take notes and stuff, but if y'all got anything else, tell me, but
Lap 45, Busher wins the stage.
Yeah.
That's why.
I mean,
It wasn't nothing going on real big. Really.
it was just like a Sunday if you go to your grandparents, you just like lay on the couch and just kind of watch it.
Yep.
Stage 2 was not that way. You was on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
It's been that way the past couple weeks though.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, our drivers at the end of stage 1, Blaney finished 6th, got him some stage points, and Chase. So during stage 1, Chase started 17th.
Mm-hmm.
He started dropping back. I seen him. He dropped to like 20th, and I was like, "Oh man, I think he don't have a car."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I seen him in 14th, and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
It just took him a minute to get his car going.
Yeah.
So he finished 14th, and then they come down. There was no cautions in stage 1. They come down. Everybody's getting new tires and getting fuel. Well, Blaney and Chase, they're on the same pit strategy right there. They took less fuel. I want to ask y'all about this. So they was short on fuel but got track position. What do y'all think about that? Would y'all want to stick around and get fuel, or would y'all want the track position? Because it's stage 2. It's not like
I'm going track position.
I think I would too.
I mean, do it now or do it later.
Right. Because you don't know what's about to happen. You don't know how many cautions you're about to have, how much you can save. I think that was a really good strategy by both teams.
Yeah.
But Blaney won the race off pit road, and Chase came off 5th. I can't remember who was
Hocevar in 3rd.
Was
coming
he?
off pit road. That was something.
I think he was
huge.
pushing Blaney.
Yeah.
So who was on the out or inside of Blaney? Because he took the outside.
I could,
I forget.
I don't know. Anyway, he took the lead off the restart. Chase Elliott took second so fast, past 3 drivers within like a turn.
He like dive bombed
That was
down
the
into
craziest
the inside.
move.
I was like, holy cow. And then took the lead from Blaney quick.
Easy.
Yeah,
And-
turns 1 and 2.
I was listening to Blaney's radio, and he was like, "Wow." He was like, he was like, what has he got? He was like, he's moving. And I was like, he's good on the short run.
Yeah,
They was like, you'll be able to catch him.
yeah.
Was not the case. And then there was a caution on lap 60 involving the 42 and 4. So it looked like the 42, the bluer tire got loose, hit the wall. The 4 tried to avoid it, and then he just spun out. I don't think they hit or anything. He just tried to get out the way. Y'all got anything since then?
The what lap did you just do?
That was lap 60.
So 58, they talked about Larson and Hamlin,
Mm-hmm.
how they got into it just a little bit. Did you
Okay,
see
yeah.
that spin
Yeah.
from Hamlin? He saved that car from about to have a terrible day,
Yeah.
if not race again. Now, I mean, I don't know if that's going to spark anything. I think that was hard racing.
Yeah.
I think that's Larson like bowing them shoulders up a little bit on
Mhm.
Hamlin.
But they got bad blood. So
Yeah.
if
I want to
he-
listen to Denny's podcast and see what he says.
if them two ever touch, people's gonna make a huge deal out of
Yep.
it because them two, they're not gonna give an inch.
No.
You give them an inch, they're taking a mile. They're going.
Yeah.
So the caution happens, and then Blaney and Chase start on the front row for the restart.
Yeah.
Chase takes that lead pretty quick. I think Blaney fell back to 5th or something, and Chase, he was just going.
Who was pushing him? Was it Ross behind him?
Behind who?
Blaney.
I don't know.
Because
Oh.
whoever was pushing him, it looked like he really started out really good and then just died off, and Blaney was just stranded out there. And something looked off.
Yeah. People's not good at pushing Blaney. They just want him to push them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Teammates especially.
I'm telling you, there was a bunch of cautions stage 2. There was another caution on lap 67. It was a red flag.
Yeah.
Hardest hit I've seen in a while.
Is that our first red
Mhm.
flag of the year?
Yes.
I hope it's our last.
Honestly, when I seen that, Dale Earnhardt came to mind because
Yeah,
that was
me
almost the
too.
exact hit he took. When he got out the car, he got out pretty quick. I
Yeah.
was happy to see that because, yeah, we don't like some drivers. I don't want nothing bad to happen to anybody.
You know how hard you have to hit for you to hit the wall and your car bounce in the air? That's
I mean, think about it, 180, maybe 190 miles an hour,
and
boom, right into the wall. That, God.
I was happy to see him walk away from that.
He said that was probably on the top of his board of hardest hits he's ever had.
I bet he's sore.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's scary.
Yeah.
The 41, the 19, and the 99 was also involved in that. The 19 really didn't take no damage from that. He just got clipped right there at the end. He about made it through, but just got clipped. I think it took did it take the 99 and 41 out?
I honestly can't remember. The only one I really paid attention to was Bowman. When I
Right.
seen
It might have took the 41 out.
Yeah. I
That's
think
what
it
I'm
did.
thinking.
Who rides a 41
Cole
Custer?
Custer, yeah.
I really couldn't tell if he was ever. I didn't know if he came to the race that week, really, but great guy.
And then on the restart, Chase is on the front row with Christopher Bell. Chase takes the lead again. Is this when he was trying to do his pit strategy right here?
Yep.
So-
So it was right after the Bowman, whenever the red flag came out.
Mhm.
Everybody else decided. So what they said on the radio, Alan told him. He said, if you see 8 or more cars in front of you pit, then you pit. Well, it was like, or that was before. Then he pit. Then it was the next time. He was like, all right, you're staying out. He said, we've got to do something. Stayed out. Everybody else comes, and we already knew that with that one, if a caution came out, we was going to be bad on gas for the end. Well, that's when.
Yeah, caution comes out on lap 75 and makes Chase pit from the lead.
Yep.
Then I want to ask you guys about this. Gets penalized for improper fueling. So he already had to start in the back, so it really didn't kill him because
Yeah.
he's already starting in the back. What is improper fueling?
They were confused about it, but They made him, since he was already in last, they were like, all right, let's fuel how much this car can take.
Yeah.
Fueled it up one time, and he told Chase to stay. Brought out another can, did what they could with it. I mean, he couldn't make it off pit road, and they said that it was a penalty. But what they said is to fuel up with more than one can, that first can's got to be over the wall. And I guess they said by a couple inches that first can wasn't over the wall before the second come out.
Stupid, man.
Why does that matter for a car that's in dead last?
Yeah.
Shouldn't.
So Chase, he ends up starting in the rear, but you got some lap guys, so
Yeah.
thinking he could, because the way he was picking off when he was in fifth, how he picked them guys off, I was
yeah.
like, oh, just give him a couple laps, he'll be a top 10.
Dead car.
And then the restart happens, the 24 takes the lead. He had a really good car.
Yeah.
I did note right here, though, that Chase did start to make his way through the field after that restart. He was looking good. And then lap 109, Blaney spins or gets loose or flat tire. I don't really know. I really don't care. Sucks, whatever it happened. And then William Byron wins the stage. So after that, I had to go, like I said, to Emerald Thing. So it was kind of not perfect timing. I wanted Blaney to win it, but I really didn't get to watch much after that. So stage 3, what y'all got any notes on like big things that happened stage 3?
Stage 3 was who can save the most gas.
Really?
I was going to say something on 2 real quick. For Byron winning that stage, compared to last year, he had 2 stage wins. This year, he's already got 7.
And we're 12 races into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I want to talk about that too. We haven't seen this out of Byron in the past couple of years. Like you were saying, he's won the past 2 Daytonas. Starts all okay at the beginning of the year. Summer dies.
Yeah.
Like you don't hear the 24. And then playoffs, he starts making a little run and winning races. No, this year, Summer's here. He's here.
Is he going to flip-flop, though?
I
Is
don't-
he using all his good luck in the regular season?
I don't know if I'd call it good luck. I mean, he well,
He didn't have good luck this past week.
No.
but
and he's only got 1 win this year, but
Yeah.
he is regular season's leader right now with points. I think he's got a pretty hefty lead on Larson
He
too.
does.
The only things I've got in stage 3 is lap 138. Kyle Larson reports a voltage issue, and he was running 10th.
Yeah.
Did that affect him at all or anything?
I don't think so.
But
You
they
couldn't
were-
tell if it did.
They were scared, trying to figure out, like,
I was in the truck and I was listening to the commentators, and I heard Dale Earnhardt. He was like, he's just got to turn his fans off and
Yeah.
all that and see if that works. But y'all don't think it hurt him?
no.
And then stop me if I'm going too fast, but these are just the notes I have. On lap 146, Todd Gilliland blows a tire.
Yep.
Tires again, man.
Yep.
Like you were saying, just a 10th or whatever.
Yeah.
It's freaking insane
I'll say I like it. It really, really, really sucks.
when
that
it's your driver.
And what came into it is they said how the cloud cover came over.
Yeah.
The track changed completely.
I did hear that.
But if it's your driver, it sucks. And it can cause big wrecks. But, dude, I like it. I like something making it not be a bland race.
Well, I had fun last week.
Yeah.
It was such a great weekend. But after that, Hocevar takes the lead.
Yes, sir.
I like to see it, man.
I do too.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
And then lap 182, Hocevar has a flat tire from the lead. Don't bring out the caution because he was able to get down the pit road, but I mean that was his day after
Yeah.
that.
It would have really sucked for him if he could have went all the way.
I'm glad
And he
did
blew that tire. But they already said he was going to be about 4 laps
Yeah.
short. So,
There was no way you could say 4 laps.
no. He was going to have to pit either way. But still, if he probably could have had a better finish if his tire didn't go down and just hit fuel.
Listening to the Eric, I bring him up a lot, but I watch him a lot. He said that he don't know if it's Hocevar's fault or the fueler's fault or the crew
I've
chief's
seen
fault
that.
or whatever. But if he would have stayed just a second longer,
Mm-hmm.
he probably could have made fuel. Ain't that crazy? 1 second could. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered because he blew a tire. But if he did not blow that tire, 1 second could have won or lost him the race.
What does that 1 second? What would that do on the pit
Drop
road
you
race?
tremendously.
Yeah,
Ain't because he came off second. It probably would have put him in 10th or
Yeah.
something.
flirting with the fine line of being really, really good or really, really bad.
Yep.
I don't get how people hate NASCAR.
I don't
It's just
either.
the seconds that could.
Yeah,
And then the lap 199, William Byron has to pit for fuel, running
Yeah.
out of fuel. But you were saying Denny had the lead before that.
I think so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Denny had already passed him at that point because he running out of fuel. He was battling all he could, but I don't, because we was talking about it earlier. Byron and Larson was in the same predicament,
Right.
but Larson babied his car and got him. What did he finish 5th?
I think so.
Do y'all think there's any way that Byron could have babied his car, let Denny and maybe the third or second place?
He would have put up no fight, and I think Gibbs and Busher would have went right by him. He probably would have finished 4th and Larson 5th if he wanted to have a good
Because
finish.
I know Denny
but-
finished a second ahead of Busher. I don't know. It's a what if scenario.
I'd like to see it. If you know you're not making it on fuel, don't wreck Denny. Don't do anything stupid. But push that car. I would before I pit. I'm running out of gas.
Oh yeah.
1 lap to go. What are the chances of you
I'm causing a pile up.
Like-
Yeah,
send that car?
Yep.
Give Denny absolute heck on that
Yep.
track.
But Denny Hamlin wins at Michigan. It's his
Yeah.
third race win this year. It's
Wah,
his second straight Toyota win. Because before that, Ford's ran Michigan.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening now, but Toyotas are running it. I know you probably want to bring this up about Danny Keefe.
it's been a solid 2 weeks for that man.
Listen
With him
here.
and Bubba. Bubba, another good weekend. Fourth. Love to
bet-
see it.
I bet Denny Keefe was loving that.
He, he's tickled to death. He called me, I want to say it was last night. He said, Bubba, I'm just going to have to break down and do it. I said, what's that? I ordered me a Bubba shirt.
Yes,
I
sir.
said, you ordered a Bubba shirt? He said, man, he's doing too good. And I reckon he ordered some Denny Hamlin flags.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So,
Big supporter. I love to see somebody
I'm
support a
telling you.
driver that much.
Yeah, that's it.
but yeah, that was the race.
Do we think this could be Denny's year? Like, no joke. If he doesn't have, because every year in the playoffs he has bad luck.
Yeah.
If he just wipes away that bad luck and just has been racing like he has all regular season.
I think it's too soon to tell. Because, I mean, the past 2 years, Blaney's came alive in the
Yeah.
playoffs. It's just going to be that driver that has
Gets the most luck.
luck and willpower, like, just does not give up.
Yeah.
So,
I think we'll start to see that driver too, like around the round of 8 or
Yeah.
late round of 16. I think we'll see that driver and pretty much know who's going to win it.
yeah.
You know whoever wins this race this weekend is probably going to win the championship.
Oh, up there at the Mexico.
Yeah.
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 Blaney finished 32nd, but had 10-point day.
Yeah.
Got something out of it.
So excited.
Elliott finished 15th with a 22-point day. And Byron, something that came out good of it, he gets the Xfinity fastest lap. So
Laid down a
got him a point.
37.3.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, but that is not. They ran fast. That is not much faster than everybody else. Like everybody
No.
else, maybe a
It was
tenth
close.
within that.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Who was y'all's biggest surprise of the weekend?
That's weird. I usually ask that and you
Yeah.
start it, but I'll start. I'm going to go with Busher. Finishes second. I think we've talked about him a little bit before. Solid like 15 to 10 finish.
Mhm.
I think Sackett. Hopefully this will spark something in him, and he can go on a run like he did a couple years ago and get him some wins. 'Cause
Be nice.
I
I
like
like
Busher.
Busher.
He's quiet.
Yeah.
Like he don't cause no ruckus. I think last year him and Reddick kind of got into it when Reddick spun him and
Yeah.
caused him the lead or the win. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Busher. He got Pete.
I got Ty Gibbs. He finished third. It's his third top 10 of the year. Like we was saying, stage one he dropped off really bad. I don't think he got a top 10 stage one or stage two, and then just kept trying to drive and finished in third. That just shows you he has speed and he can do it, but he's not very consistent. I was glad to see it. Who you got?
Same thing. I think Gibbs is a better driver this was an experience race is what this was. I think it was great for him. Started eighth. What'd you say? Finished third.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's young. That's a great race for him, who has not made noise all year long.
Yep.
I thought that was awesome.
Let me ask y'all this: if his granddaddy didn't know that team, would he be racing in NASCAR?
I think he'd be in Xfinity.
Probably.
I don't think he'd be Cup.
Yeah.
Just too really more miss than he is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
So, who is y'all's biggest loser? Clay?
I'm going to say Hocevar or Byron. One of those two they sacrificed early for the fuel, like going less fuel, and didn't pay off in the end. I'm going to really say Hocevar probably. I wanted to see him finish it out strong.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Oh, okay. Who do I have?
Yeah.
Okay. I got Austin Cindric for the second week in a row. He qualified 11th, 15th stage one. He came in second stage two, which was really good, and then finishes 31st. But that's Penske. I mean, Blaney wrecked out early, but Logano didn't have a good finish. I think he finished 22nd. Cindric 31st.
I think Josh Berry carried Penske, and he's
Yeah.
not even a Penske driver.
It wasn't good.
He finished top 15.
I think, yeah. He had a solid day. Hey, you got Skeet.
I'm going to go with Chase Briscoe. I think he's been mine every time, but if
Yeah.
you're going to win the pole, at least finish top 15.
Yeah.
I mean, he's won it 3 consecutive times, and this week finishes 23rd. I don't
It's
know.
awful.
I don't know
I'm
what they're doing, man.
It's like their weekend is to go win the pole.
Yeah.
After they win the pole, they don't care where the race
No.
goes.
Heck
They won that
yeah.
pole.
Give me a Bush flag.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bush,
Isn't that what I texted you and said? Like he'd rather win a Bush pole flag than a checkered flag.
Yep.
who was y'all's favorite paint scheme?
I'm gonna go Chase Elliott. I love the Ena first car.
Dang.
That's one I really want. Pretty good car.
It's a nice looking car. I got Ricky Stenhouse with the Real American Beer car.
Y'all know who owns Real American Beer, don't you?
I have no clue.
Hulk
Real
Hogan.
American.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty cool.
You got anything else to say for the 47?
It looked really cool.
I didn't know if we was gonna bring up the guy that raps it or not.
Yeah. Bring it up.
I brought it up. I thought y'all'd say something.
He commented on our TikTok. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forget his name.
Damn it, Clay. Thank you, man.
Yeah, he was a cool. I mean, I think it caught us off guard.
Honestly.
Wanting to get out there and get some people from the NASCAR community to at least see it.
That's like a dream job.
Sees it, comments it, and says he loved it. Scott Holla, that's his name.
That's it.
And comments and says, I love this or something. That
Yeah.
was, and
And
click
gives
his
a follow.
profile. Yeah.
If
That was so cool.
if he does watch this, man, love to have you on the pod.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Just to get a behind the scenes of what goes on in the shop.
Right.
I think that'd be awesome. Really a dream guest right now.
Yeah.
Y'all asked who my favorite paint scheme is?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Ross Chastain, the Bush Apple.
That was a
Ain't
good
never.
looking
I
car.
tried it at Talladega. Not a bad beer. I prefer a Michelob over it, but it changes it up, changes the palate up a little bit. It was a cool looking car too, though. And then next week. Mexico.
I want to bring something up. This is the first time in the Cup Series they've raced outside the U.S. since 1958.
Dang, I was
That's
just a little
crazy.
toddler.
Xfinity raced here from 05 to 08, but
That's a little,
laying down the
little guy.
facts, man.
uh,
That's crazy.
it is.
Do
Since
you think
1958.
58?
Where'd they go before that?
I have no clue.
Oh, I thought you were the facts man.
Do we think like after? It probably depends how this race goes.
Yeah.
If they keep trying stuff like this,
I mean, I'm not like super pumped about it or
not at all.
anything. It could change. It could be like a really good road course and actually make me like road courses. But right now, this is one I wouldn't mind to take a nap in.
Yeah.
And I love racing, but road courses and most folks will probably think it's opposite. I cannot talk today. Opposite because on an oval you're just going in circles. This
Right.
you got all kind of turns.
Turn a little bit right.
But I don't know. I just like the ovals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of it, Clay, who's your picks? Oh, did anybody pick Denny?
Me.
Me and
Yeah.
Pork.
Fucking liars.
I swear. Pull up my notes.
Who you got? Who you got, Clay?
I've got Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez, and Christopher Bell. Bell's a home
We're all
run.
gonna wreck out. Who you got?
I'm
I'm just picking Clay. Who's you gonna say? What was you gonna say, Clay?
I'm just doing Suarez because he's at home. Chase
Yeah.
Elliott, good road course. Bell's hit or miss.
Do you think Suarez wears a luchador mask?
I hope he does.
It's like a helmet or
I
something?
hope he does.
Who you got, Pork?
I wish
We don't
Suarez
care.
could have, like, how he
Scoops
wears
on
that
the-
mask. If he could wrap his car in something like that, that'd look
Did you
pretty
see
cool.
his car? It is
Oh,
going to
the
be the
jockey
most
car,
boring
yeah.
car for a homecoming.
Oh,
You
I
think
haven't
he do
seen
like a
him
Mexican
for
flag or
Mexico.
something?
Yeah, blue and white jockey. Who does that?
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Actually,
I promise. It was. You need to go on there and look. They were loading up the cars for the next race, and I looked. It had the 99 on there, and I was like, "Bull crap!" Zoomed in on it. Pretty boring car.
dang,
Who you
Yeah.
got, Pete?
I got SVG. I mean, he don't do anything except road courses. They're starting to compliment him on the ovals. He's getting
Well, yeah, it's not hard to go up for
15th,
him.
16th.
Look at there, he's in 20th.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Exactly. But I got Daniel Suarez too, just like you said, it's his hometown. Maybe he can do something with it. And then throw Danny Hamlin in there if he can carry some momentum.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest real quick. I forgot how good SVG was at road courses, but I have not heard about the dude all year almost.
No.
I forgot he raced, or I would have picked him. Like when y'all said this before we got going, you was like SVG, and I was like,
Who is
"Dang,
that?
he's still in." Heck yeah!
Who you got, Skeet?
I got your guy Chase. I mean, king of road courses, I'd say. SVG and AJ Allmendinger.
Allmendinger is probably going to be the best pick. He's a sleeper on a road course. That's a good pick.
I wasn't even thinking about it.
I didn't
honestly.
either.
All right, I'm gonna take mine back. No, I'm joking.
Hey, you
That's
know
probably what
one-
y'all did. Y'all probably went and edited the video, and y'all's picking y'all's drivers. Denny Hamlin did a voiceover.
That's I'll say one person that's probably going to be a surprise. He did good this last week. I'm going to say Chris Buescher will probably do good at Mexico.
Man, he just I don't know where he's good at. I know he's good at Michigan because he has a win at Michigan.
Kansas.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
if he's showing up, he's hard to beat.
Yeah.
But we really ain't seen him show like he did get a second place finish.
Yeah.
Really wasn't talked about all that much this past week though.
No.
I think he was his right place, right time.
I do too.
Keep an eye out. No. What's your predictions on Hocevar this upcoming weekend? Top 10 finish?
And I don't know how he is on a road course.
I don't either.
I mean, I'd like to see him do good,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I mean, you know how aggressive he is. He's going to try to bully his way up there.
I will tell you this. I can't remember what. Chastain got in the back of Chase. Where was that at?
Coda.
Yeah.
Lap 1, turn 1 at Coda.
Do you think if Chastain sees his opportunity with Hocevar, he does it? Or if Ricky Stenhouse sees his opportunity with Hocevar, he does it? Or if anybody in the field sees their opportunity with Hocevar, you think they do it?
Play it
Probably.
off.
Oh, man, I just overturned.
Yeah.
There, I'm my bad, man. Yeah. Well, y'all got anything else?
No, we got some comments on YouTube, or Rentre asked us another question. We love that. He said, it really surprised me that Blaney went below that yellow line. And this is from last week, Nashville.
Yeah.
Below the yellow line. He must know who his biggest fan is to do that. Why do some tracks you can't go on the apron, but other tracks like Nashville you can? And I'll say one that throws me off going down and below the yellow line is Phoenix.
Right.
Yeah, you can dive. Like you can go in the infield.
Yeah, that's
I don't know why it is. I wonder if it's like the D-shaped ovals or I don't know. Like I can understand super speedways,
Right.
but you're going just as fast. No, that you couldn't do it. I think super like the high speed tracks.
the banking or something.
Yeah, I think it's just super dangerous to do it, so that you probably can't do it. But Nashville, they're going fast. They're always going fast, but they wasn't going like stupid fast.
Yeah.
I think it's got to do something with the banking.
Yeah. I wonder if the cars just like bottom out how they do, so
Yeah.
you just physically can't do it. I don't know.
Right?
That's a good question, really.
Yeah, you stunned us right there.
Well,
Is that all the comments?
got some compliments from Neil Miller. He complimented us on
Yeah.
there.
Thank you, Neil.
And told us about how you brought up earlier. Then Ben Sanders says that wreck at Nashville was not Carson's fault.
seen that.
Recky Spinhouse was bound tried to throw a block from third lane. I was really hoping for a caution to see what Hocevar would have done on the front row on the restart.
Classic Kosovar fan.
Yeah. Wow.
It's not his fault.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know whose fault it was. Like I said, if it was later in the race, do it. But that early on in the race, I don't know. It's over and done with.
It can go both ways.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you just had to be in the car to know if you could have lifted a little bit to let him come down. But if it was too late when you seen him,
Yeah.
it just is what it
And
is.
how much in a car can you really see
Not
besides
much.
just barely turning your head? I
Your
mean,
spotter is your eyes.
give them a
It's on
little
the-
bit of slack.
It's on the spotter. But yeah, that's all I've got. Y'all got anything?
Hey, we're up to 73 subs. Couple
Heck,
more
yeah.
from last week, getting closer and closer.
TikTok
Yes, sir.
did
Yeah.
really good. Thank y'all for all the views and stuff, all the comments.
Try to do them once a week.
Yeah.
Something.
Should have one going up pretty soon, maybe this
Yeah.
afternoon.
But yeah, well, I guess we'll see them in Mexico. Go to Fiesta or wherever. Get your maracas ready, whatever they're
Yes, sir.
called.
We're wearing sombreros next week.
Heck yeah,
I'm going to sit out in the sun with my shirt off and just get really, really tan.
Have fun.
me too.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see y'all next week.
Adios, amigos.
Peace.